It's review time. Activate Beast Morphers review. Unleash the review. While you're here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Also, check out and subscribe to my group channel, Comic Frontline, where the Frontline 6 come together every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for Frontline Live to discuss all the latest news in geek culture and our top 5 comics of the week. Continue the conversation on the Frontline Discord. Be sure to check out ComicFrontline.com for the latest previews, reviews, news, and interviews, along with fun, unique features and daily updates. And don't forget to follow me, Comic Book Theater, Media Manus, and Comic Frontline on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Hey there, Ranger Nation. Welcome back to the Comic Book Theater. I'm Jay, and I'm going to be doing a review for episode 10 of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. This episode is titled Thrills and Drills, and it's all about Ravi. This is a Blue Ranger episode, a Ravi episode, so, yeah, this is, again, another moral lesson episode, but it doesn't beat you on the head with it, which I think I'm starting to beat the head on about that, so I'm going to chill with that. But, yeah, another moral lesson, which is, conquering fear, and it's pretty cool. But we also get a little side story with the villains, okay? So I'll get into that first. And Evox and Skaza are talking, and Skaza's like, I got this plan, and, he holds up these three data discs, and it's like, you can put these on one of the, the drones, and if, while they're fighting the Rangers, if they use their powers, it'll record their powers, and then once I have them, I can download all three of them into one of the, the avatars, either Roxy or Blaze. So I'm like, who do I want to get them? Because I love Blaze, but I also love Roxy. And Roxy and Blaze are called in, and they're told about this, and they're like, alright, it's on. We're going to take on each other now, because I want this, and she's like, no, I want this, and he's like, no, I want this. So Roxy's the first one with the plan, and her plan is to get a drill monster and go underneath a morph-x plant and get the morph-x from underneath without the Rangers ever knowing it, while distracting them across town with another, a robo drone. And so she has these two things, and great plan, but the Rangers catch on to it. And that's how they, really comes about. So the main story, though, is with the Rangers, and we find out that the Rangers are having this thing, right? They're having this fight, and Blue Ranger was like, he keeps going like that, and we find out that he has a toothache, and he doesn't like that just because of a bad experience as a kid. So he's like, I don't want to go to the dentist, and they're like, you gotta go, and he goes there, but he sees someone doing a counter, and he's like, sees the shadow of like a big drill going into like what he thinks is a person's mouth, but it's just really like an open bag, and it's just like a perspective thing with the shadow. And him and Betty and Ben all run out, and it's really cool. It's really funny, and then he eventually goes there after he sees Nate conquering his fear of spiders, which I gotta say, Nate and Steel steal the show now. I mean, they are like the perfect straight man, comedy man team up that there is. There's no better, funnier, funny man and straight man in the Power Rangers right now than them. I can't think of anyone except for like maybe Bulk and Skull, but I think they were both comedy. They were a comedy duo instead of like the traditional. You can either have two funny men, which Bulk and Skull I think both were, or you can have a straight man and a funny man, and that's what Nate and Steel are. And I love that Steel just like he says these little things that like just make you giggle. Like I just love it. Like Nate is afraid of spiders, and he goes into the sewers, and he's like, oh, not that many people come here. And it's like, yeah. Steel goes, yeah, and not many people clean it either. And there's all these weapons around, and he's like, Nate's like, I'm okay, as long as there aren't anything with 8 legs. And Steel looks at him and goes, I don't think there's any octopus here. You're safe. And Nate's just like, why? Like, you know, he just like looks at him like, why? But he doesn't say anything. I just love that dynamic with them, and just stealing himself. Like, again, he says these little gems that, like, when no one says anything, he like says what everyone's thinking of. You know, like the Rangers all meet Robbie at the end, and they're like, "Hey, you know, how you doing? You know, how we weren't sure how you would be," and he was like, "Oh, it was great." He was like, "Yeah, because you ran away last time." You know, so he calls Robbie right on it, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funny. Again, these are great episodes. I'm gonna give this 4.5 Power Bolts out of 5. If you're gonna watch it, definitely watch this episode. It's really well worth it, and I just love it. I think these are so much fun.